Hello everyone! Welcome to the third of Winter/Christmas specials. Now it's KyouHaba time, and also the first Omegaverse fic on this channel. So, if Omegaverse isn't for you, just click away. I won't tolerate any Omegaverse hate on this channel. Thank you. As always, special thanks to my lovely patrons and all of you who still watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up the uploads and check out the members only posts. Now with the Jealousy and Confession series. Why Shigeru insisted on covering their home in baubles, tinsel and artificial snow every year was beyond Kentaro's understanding. Sure, others often praised his maid's decorating abilities, but they also didn't have to snack on glitter for a whole month. Perhaps it was because of Shigeru's urge to nest in the colder months, combined with his love for anything shiny, which he supposed was normal for an Omega. But sometimes it got a bit too much in his humble opinion. He could do with a simple tree, maybe a few gifts, and evenings spent huddled under one of the 100 blankets his mates somehow managed to collect over the years they've been together. And yet, he never tried to stop him, even when their living room started to resemble a decorations shop. Because the excited light in Shigeru's eyes was worth it. And besides, this was their last Christmas spent in their old flat before they were about to move into an actual house. He couldn't possibly ruin his beloved's fun. You sure you don't want my help with this? He squatted down to where Shigeru was assembling an old candle carousel, a smile sneaking on his lips when he spotted the tip of his tongue sticking out of his mouth in focus. Cute. Nope, it's fine, I've got it. Have you hung the lights already? Sure did. That earned him a bright smile, and he could swear he heard the Cupid's arrow rattle as it pierced his chest. How he got so lucky to have someone as beautiful as Shigeru for his mate, he wasn't sure. But he sure was grateful to the fate for bringing them together, despite their rocky start. Unable to help himself, he pulled Shigeru to his chest, gently rubbing against the crook of his neck to send him a bit more. Stop, that tickles. Your fault for being so squishable. Are you calling me fat? Nope, just saying that I can't resist you. You're saying that a lot lately. True. He didn't know what it was, but in the last 2 weeks he found it difficult to be separated from his mate. Even in the evenings when they were together, he had to touch him in some way, whether it was holding his hand, a hug, or kisses. Maybe he was also getting nasty in the winter. How embarrassing. As if reading his thoughts, Shigeru chuckled loudly and ruffled his hair. Come on, Alpha, no getting all soft on me now. You like it though? Yeah, I do. He nuzzled under Kentaro's chin, the gentle scent of lavender mixed with his own mint making Kentaro's heart beat faster. Now look who's all clingy. You have no right to complain. I'm not. He kissed Shigeru's hair, warmth spreading through his chest. Love you. But you don't have to make me climb around the ceiling all the time. I thought that was your favorite part. Shigeru stilled for a beat in his arms before letting out a little awkward chuckle, the badly masked nervousness in his eyes sounding alarm in Kentaro's mind. Yeah, well, I have a lot to do down here, so climbing is up to you. You sure that's the only reason? He cradled Shigeru's face, worry spiking in his chest when, apart from the comfy warmth and happiness, he felt the all too familiar anxiety seeping into their bond. Is something going on? No? That's not something you are supposed to answer with a question. What's wrong? Nothing, I swear. I don't feel like getting too high right now. That wasn't supposed to be strange, considering Shigeru had a tendency to fall from the stepladder a lot, resulting in countless bruises, several twisted ankles, and a broken arm over the years. Yet, connected to everything else, it weirded Kentaro out. He didn't say anything about it though, and just tilted Shigeru's face to kiss him better, but also promised himself to keep an eye out on his mate until he got to the bottom of the issue. The last week before Christmas went by in a flash. All decorations were tastefully tucked among the various boxes containing their stuff, and Kentaro was still no closer to uncovering the cause of Shigeru's anxiety than he was then. It frustrated him to no end, both because his mate was clearly nervous about something, and because of his inability to provide like he promised years ago when they formed a bond. At least it didn't seem like anything was threatening him, and he did seem to be in good mood as the Christmas Eve approached. Still, it stung more than Kentaro would like to admit. Hey, no frowning on Christmas. You're supposed to be happy. Humming, Kentaro captured his hand and pulled him on his lap, earning a surprised squeal. If you told me what's bothering you, I would be in much better mood. Shigeru paused, blinking a few times in apparent surprise, and then his face softened with a smile. If it's just about that, you have nothing to worry about. I promise it's nothing bad. Or, well, at least I hope so. There it was again. That little, nervous laugh that drove Kentaro crazy the whole week. He squeezed Shigeru's sides, firmly decided to not let go of him until he knew the truth. Then tell me what it is. I will, later. Nope, either you tell me now, or I'm not letting you go. But the fish is going to burn if you don't. Who cares? I do. Do you know how long it took me to prepare it? And all the sides and desserts? He pouted now, stabbing his finger into Kentaro's chest. Don't be stubborn and let me go, or you'll be without dinner today. I can manage. Kentaro! Sighing, Kentaro reached up for a kiss but did let go, albeit reluctantly. His cooperation earned him a victorious smile, but also another kiss, so he truly had no reason to be upset. Still, he continued to watch Shigeru while he served their dinner, only momentarily forgetting his predicament as they ate. In the end, however, it was a peaceful evening, magical even, filled with contentment and the love they shared for almost 6 years already. The only thing they perhaps missed was the gentle chaos that only having children brought, but that was still far in the future considering their careers and overall situation. Maybe once they moved, they could talk about it again. What are you thinking about? He blinked, the somewhat amused look in Shigeru's eyes telling him he had to be staring at him for a solid while. Just how much I want days like this to come again, and how much I want to share them with you. He didn't mean to sound sappy, but he supposed it wasn't a bad thing. Not when Shigeru's eyes glimmered with the reflection of the firelights and fondness. Not when the most important person in his life was happy and smiling. That sounds like a plan. He paused for a moment, chewing on his lip as if thinking about something, and then got up from the table. Can you wait here for a moment? I have something for you. Before Kentaro could say anything in response, Shigeru was already gone, heading to the bedroom by the looks of it. He wasn't there for long, returning in just a minute with the dreaded nervous smile on his lips and with a small red box in his hands. I thought we said we won't be exchanging gifts this year. This one is special. It's a bit unexpected, I know, but I still hope it will make you happy. Furrowing his brow, Kentaro took the box and carefully untied the bow, waiting for the encouraging nod from Shigeru before opening the box. And then he froze, seeing the plastic stick nested on a little cushion, with the 2 lines indicating a positive result, stealing his ability to think. That's... yeah. Merry Christmas. He stared at the test for what felt like eternity. Everything strange happening lately, slowly but surely starting to make much more sense. His vision clouded. You're pregnant? It's good news, right? Finally free to move again, Kentaro set the box on the table before crossing the distance between them in a single step. The little squeal Shigeru let out when he swooped him from the ground, and the following laugh sounding like the most beautiful music to his ears. The fucking best! Language, there's a baby present here. Right. His voice got caught in his throat, for which he solely blamed the mist in his eyes, but he couldn't care less. They were about to have a baby. They were going to be a family. He carefully set Shigeru back on the floor, trying and failing to inconspicuously wipe his eyes. Warm hands cupped his cheeks. Oh, don't cry. You are the one to talk. He gently brushed the tears away from Shigeru's cheeks as well, before leading him closer to kiss him. I just can't believe it, you know. I'm glad you're happy. I was worried you might not want this. You know, since we didn't plan having kids yet. It's fine. We can manage now. He still pinched himself, just in case he was dreaming. But the sting of pain was enough to convince him it was real. All of it. Swallowing the tears already pushing into his eyes again, he pulled Shigeru to his chest, rubbing more sand on him to let the non-existent people around them know that this was his mate, his family. If he hadn't embarrassed himself already, he would probably jump for joy, maybe shout it a little too. Like this, however, he just squeezed Shigeru tighter in his arms, gently swaying them from side to side as all his wild feelings slowly settled. You are my blessing, you know that. How so? I've never thought I would ever have a mate, let alone kids. But then you came along, and now we'll have a baby too. Thank you so much, love. Wet chuckle escaped Shigeru's mouth. You'll have to climb a lot more stairs now. I'll climb all ladders and stairs if necessary. Did you know back then already? Yeah, I was worried I could fall again and hurt the baby. It's a lot. He silenced him with a kiss before he could protest, a soft laugh bubbling in his throat. This was what he always imagined true happiness felt like. Warm, gentle, and filled with promises for the future. They weren't out of the woods yet, of course, since the pregnancy didn't seem to be that far along. But for now, they could enjoy the joyful moment. At least we can dedicate one room as a nursery from the beginning instead of moving stuff around later. How much time we have? About 30 weeks. Okay, that's more than enough. But don't you dare to pick up anything heavy when we start moving. The soft ringing laughter made his heart melt. Alright, anything you say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. So, what do you think of Omegaverse going on this channel from time to time? I have some Omegaverse storylines thought out, mostly for polyships, but if there is interest, I can try to think of some for monoships as well. I just think that the polyships are quite interesting in the Omegaverse dynamics. So let me know how you like it, and we will see. If you have any requests or ideas, the request form is linked in the video description. See you next time!